gotta feed the viewers, you know. Got to feed the viewers. Take care of them. Yeah. Hello, viewers. Mornings, afternoons, another beautiful day. Hope your five senses work. Health and strength is good or excellent. Yep. All right, now I've been sitting here reading up on some articles. Let's see, what do we got here for you gamers? What do I have for you guys? Do I have anything? Something? Any news to talk about? Anything of that sort? Do I have anything? All right, let me get down to business here. Let's see here. Okay, let's see what we got. See what we can come up with. Okay. Let's see here. What do we got? RoboCop Rogue City. That's coming out July 17th. Says here, RoboCop Rogue City Unfinished Business launches July 17th. The sequel to the widely popular beloved RoboCop is just around the corner. And Studio Tycoon, Taeyon, publisher Nacon are pleased to reveal the new trailer. The new game titled RoboCop Rogue City Unfinished Business will be released on July 17th. PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. It looks amazing, and if it's anything like the first, it's sure to be a smash. And it says yeah, so RoboCop, it says, yeah, after triumphing over Detroit, the gangs and new guy in town, peace for RoboCop and the citizen of old Detroit is short-lived, and crime once again invades the streets. In the midst of this chaos, a spark of hope emerged for OCP, new project, and the Oni Tower, a massive housing complex intend to give people of the old Detroit a better life. But when a group of highly trained mercenaries armed with cutting-edge weapons take control of buildings after attacking the police station, RoboCop must take action and put a stop to their plans, uphold the law. Yeah, I am the law. No, Judge Dredd. Anyway, it says here, and so begins the explosive ascent through the Omni Tower, and now the deadly stronghold of troops led by a mysterious leader who seems to share a close link to RoboCop past. Man, let's see. It says here, Unfinished Business is packed with additional all-new players. Can look forward to a host of new additions, innovation including new weapons such as cryo cannon, enemies including androids, katanas, devastating finishing moves. What's more, some gameplay sequence will allow players to relive events through thrilling flashbacks, giving them the opportunity to play for the first time in a video game as Alex Murphy himself. In addition, you'll find all elements that made RoboCop Rogue City such a success, notably through gameplay alternates between explosive combat and gripping investigation, and incorporates elements of light progressions. The title features a numerous reference of worlds to RoboCop, such as emblematic characters, weapons, location. Pete Weller, the original Alex Murphy actor, will once again lend his voice to the cyber cop. RoboCop, July 17th. Alright, what else we got here? What else we got? Alright, what else we got? What else we got? Let's see, what else we got? On the gaming news. I'm sitting here looking at the news. You know, when Donald Trump was elected president, a whole bunch of tech companies sided with him. but now Donald Trump is attacking them. And Bill Gates was looking at everybody like, what are you doing? You know, so it's like they cracked on the pressure, if you get the point. So Bill Gates is a smart dude, man. Anyway, what do we got here? Well, we talked about you already. Let's see here about FC 25 paid battle pass. We talked about this already. Alright, keep moving. What else we got here on the news? Gotta keep moving, man. Feed the viewers. They love their video games. Oh, really? Alright, I'll take care of you. I'll deal with you next. Yeah, Vulcan got some news, so I'll deal with Vulcan next. Let's see what else we got here. Gotta keep you guys in the loop, though. That's for sure. You know, this is very challenging. Very, very challenging. I mean, it's challenging. I mean, you got to stay consistent with this. Let's see, what's this? Okay, alright. I gotta do a separate video for that. Let's see, anything else? Alright, I'm on Tom's Hardware here looking at what they got. They got something, but I gotta make a separate video for that. Alright, let's see. What else we got? Gotta keep moving, man. Keep you guys in the loop and informed. Oh, man. What's this? Okay. Anything else? On the gaming front? Yeah, but, it's all about staying consistent with this, yeah. And I respect my viewers and my subscribers, so, yeah. Gotta keep putting you guys in the loop, so yeah. Let's see here. What's this? Okay. I saw something about Windows 7 this morning. It was a story about Windows 7 and what Microsoft had to make some changes. Oh, Firefox got another update. Uh-oh. Huh? Okay, we talked about Elden Rings already. System requirements, I did that yesterday. Yeah, I took care of that. Let's see, okay, game developer, what you got? Let's see what game developer got here. All right. Oh yeah, we got something. Game developer got something. I always try to cover them, so yeah. Let's see. Report Russia aimed to seize assets of former wargaming subsidiary Leicester Studios. Leicester Wargaming have been accused of carrying out extensive extremist activities, according to a state-owned publication, RIA.ru. Says here the Russian government reportedly intends to seize assets of Leicester Studios, a former wargaming subsidiary, due to the developer's support of Ukraine via World of Tanks. Russia's state-owned news agency RIA.ru reports that the country prosecutor general officer is looking to seize shares of both Leicester and wargaming owner Malik Kaytaze and Victor Kisley, respectively, thanks VGC. It says here statement of claim by Deputy Prosecutor General of Russia to prohibit activities of the association consisting of V.V. Kisley and M.A. Kaytaze, and to transfer shares in the authorized capital of the defendants to the state. Read the document provided to RIA. Yeah. Let's see if I can get a little more. One more paragraph of this. It says in the report, the prosecutor general officer states that Kaytaze and Kisley are part of an association that carry out extremist activity. To support the claim, the plaintiff attached publication with the following headlines: Wargaming launched a charity project with Ukraine content in the game to raise money for ambulances. How Wargaming survived 25 years and dealt with the war in Ukraine, and the most military game, World of Tanks against Russia special operation. And let's see here, what else? One more. It says here, in a statement provided to VGC, Wargaming reiterated that it has previously moved assets and business out of Russia and Belarus. Wargaming made a strategic exit from Russia and Belarusian market 3 years ago, read a statement and sent to VGC referring to the developers spinning off operation in the region to Leicester Studios and then cutting ties with it. The company disposed of its business in Russia and Belarus to the local management at zero cost and on a free basis with no consideration to take it back. Wargaming doesn't have any asset or business interest in Russia and Belarus. Sounds like blackmail. sounds like blackmail. It's written all over this. Look, they look like they were looking for something, hoping that it sticks. And that's what I'm getting from this. All right, Roblox, what you got? Yeah, it looked like they're trying to like blackmail them, for whatever they're trying to accuse them of. All right, let's see here. What's this? Okay, Roblox. Discord sued for facilitating sexual exploitation of a minor. The case takes aim at online safety for children, saying what Roblox represents as a safe, appropriate space for children is in fact a digital and real life nightmare for kids. Says here, let's see if I can get this here. Roblox Corporation. It says content note. This story contained discussion of children being propositioned for sexual actions and receiving sexual message as well as self-harm. Says here, Roblox Corporation and Discord are facing a new lawsuit over allegation that each company facilitate the sexual harassment and exploitation of a minor across both Roblox and Discord. The lawsuit was filed in California on behalf of an underage plaintiff referred to as Jane Doe and takes aim at both platforms for allegedly enabling and accused sexual predators to harass and exploit Doe during interactions on each. Says here, it's notably concerned not only how Discord and Roblox system allegedly allowed for this interaction to take place, but also explores the action the two companies could have taken to prevent a situation like the one at the center of the lawsuit from happening. Additionally, the suit challenges the two companies' messaging on user safety, implying they knowingly make promise they can't keep. A Roblox spokesperson told game developer that the company does not comment on pending litigation. With that being said, Roblox is deeply committed to the safety as well-being of our community, and protecting children is a top priority. They state, adding that the company invests significant resource in advanced technology to prevent abuse and exploitation. Anything else? And then it says here, a Discord also declines to directly comment on the case. In a message sent via spokesperson, Discord deeply commits to the safety of our users, and we take decisive action when we detect violation of our policies, including removing content, banning users, shutting down servers, and engaging with law enforcement, the company states. And yeah, says the case was filed on April 21st, 2025. Accused the two company of facilitating sexual exploitation of the plaintiff as direct result of lax safety standard and misrepresenting of safety protocols to parents. It follows years of investigation about the risk of child sexual abuse on Roblox and detail how the failing report in those investigations may have contributed to the harm of a minor. Look, when it comes to situations like this too, the kid is not exempt too. The child is not exempt from this too. They have kids. They have a brain. They have a mind. They can think. So they're not exempt from this. So if she participated, if the kid participated in any conversation, then that kid is guilty as well too. But if he didn't, Then Discord and Roblox, they got to do, they have to protect kids, but also the parents also play a role in it too. You know, they got to monitor their watch their kids when they're on the computer, on their game console playing, knowing what games they play and who they're interacting with. Yeah. So yeah, everybody has a role to play, man. Anyway, all right. Let's see what else we got here. Got to keep you guys in the loop though when it comes to this gaming stuff. All right. Let's see what we got. Journey developer, the game company, to co-host Game Jam with 10,000 prize pool. The 3-week event will champion developers creating 4-quadrant games. Says here, Journey and Sky Children of Light, developer, the game company, is partnering with Hypergraph subsidiary Core Blazer to co-host a global game jam that will offer cash prize to up and coming developers, fittingly called that game company. Core Blazer Game Jam, the 3-week event, intends to champion emotional, impactful games and a new generation of upcoming industry talent. The Game Jam kicks off on April 28th, and April 2025. The co-hosts are looking for a 4-quadrant game, which they describe as a project that can be equally enjoyed by all ages. And see if I can get some more of this. Says here, submissions will be reviewed by both teams, with finalist submission being evaluated by a panel including that game company founder and creative director Genova Chin, Hypergraph co-founder, creative director Light, Zong director emeritus of USC game program Tracy Fullerton, and other leading industry. Qualifying projects will compete across 3 categories for a cash prize, including Best Overall for $4,000 and Best Visual Design, Best Gameplay Community Voice Award for $2,000 each. Alright, let's keep moving here. What else we got on the news? Alright, see, took care of that, took care of that. Oh, let me see if Tech for a Gamer got something. There. Oops. Oh, wait a minute. Oops. Wrong keyboard. Wrong keyboard. Wait a minute. Is this the wrong keyboard? Wait. Yeah, wrong keyboard. Wrong keyboard. Alright. See what Tech for Gamers, Tech for Gamers, what they have. Yeah, got you guys, man. Yeah, this is very whoops. Come on, yeah. Gotta keep pushing though. All right. Let's see what else we got here. See what I can come up with. Okay, let's see. Okay. Well, Tech for Gamers got some articles, that's for sure. But let me see what I can cover here. All right. Let me take a whack at some of them. Let's see here. GTA 6 doesn't need more trailers. Elements of surprise will make it better, says ex Rockstar dev. He got a point. Too many trailers might ruin the momentum. Says here, for what felt like an eternity, GTA 6 is finally coming out this year, and is just months away from launch. It's been 500 days since the first and only trailer of GTA 6 dropped, with no further information on the title. While fans expect a gameplay trailer soon, a former Rockstar dev suggests otherwise, saying the game would be better off without one. Why it matters, GTA 6 is arguably the most anticipated launch in history of gaming. Well, there's Half-Life 3, let's not forget that. Anyway, the title deserves a proper rollout for release, especially for the fans who have waited patiently for over a decade. And then it says, Obi Vermi worked under Rockstar Games for over a decade, have contributed to development of early GTA games, including the trilogy and the fourth entry. As a technical director, the veteran developer recently celebrated the 17th anniversary of GTA 4 with a new tweet. Surprisingly, he had another tweet to the thread discussing GTA 6. According to him, GTA 6 doesn't require another trailer, as there is already sufficient hype surrounding the title. According to Vermi, the element of surprise will make GTA 6 release even bigger as an event. He may be right to some extent, since the first GTA 6 trailer dropped out of nowhere has garnered over 250 million views to date. Yeah, you got a point. Alright, keep moving here. What else we got? Got to keep you guys in the loop. Yeah. On what is going on. Yeah. Let's see here. What else we got here? Assassin's Creed Mercenary System shows Nemesis system isn't completely locked behind WB's, says dev. The system is owned by WB Games till 2036. Says here, Middle-earth games have aged like fine wine over the years, mainly due to the Nemesis system, a concept that introduced replayability and evolving enemy designs within the game. Unfortunately, WB Games failed to capitalize further on the idea, with the concept locked behind a patent until 2036. That said, the design of the Nemesis system remained evident throughout the various titles. Scaffold Studios lead wrote that a similar design to the Nemesis system is still present in various Ubisoft games, Assassin's Creed Odyssey being a solid example. Why it matters, the Nemesis system is the most unique concept with an RPG to date, and still continues to influence other games even a decade later. And says Scaffold Studio lead Pal Vernelson Jr. recently talked about the Nemesis system in a new issue, Game Radar Edge magazine. And yeah, it says, I think you can see some similar design language in mercenary systems in Assassin's Creed Odyssey and some other things Ubisoft has done since then. Alright, keep moving. What else we got? Kingdom Come Deliverance director hired consultants to make sure the game didn't offend anyone. He feared getting fired if the game didn't do well. There's a video here. I will leave it. He said, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is one of the best release of this year with a massive 88 score on Metacritic. While the title received a universal acclaim, it has had its fair share of controversy as well, especially for not being diverse enough. Now the game director says that the studio hired a bunch of different consultants so as not to offend anyone. He was afraid that the journalists would harass the team if things got too out of hand. Why it matters, we've seen games face heavy criticism, especially because of its because at times they can hurt sentiment, as was seen with Assassin's Creed Shadows for the depiction of Japanese culture. There's a video here, so I will leave it. It says, talking to Insider Podcast, the co-founder of Warhouse Studio, creative director of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Daniel Vera, stated that he was afraid to get fired due to the backlash, so they had to hire a consultant to help them. Yeah. Well, for every religion, minority, any group of people, we had consultants. We sent them the script and asked if they were any mistakes. Their advice was useful. Yeah. Well, he had to protect himself, you know. Okay. Listen up, you game creators. You will be unemployed in 50 years. Listen to this. All game creators will be unemployed in 50 years due to AI. Sears says near Automata director. Says here, game creators will be treated like bards. Regardless of the era of the interest we discuss nowadays, AI is a major point of contention in all of them. Every medium of art, from films to gaming, is riddled with questions about the use of technology and its resulting impact on the human element. Major companies like Xbox and Sony are already using extensive AI in games development, and according to one of the game's most influential creators, if this continues, there will be no jobs left in the game industry. Says here why it matters: the impact of AI and the validity of art and employment is something that needs attention, and one of the gaming biggest amateur points this out is important. And what else we got here? What it says, in a new interview with Famitsu, Yoko Taro state that all game creators will be unemployed in the half a century, largely due to the implementation of AI. The man behind Nier Automata explained further, saying all developers will be treated like bards, and AI will be able to recreate any scenario imaginable. Hence, there will be no need for developers to create video games skillfully, and AI will take over instead of generating content based on their feedback, as per Yoko Taro. Yeah, the game industry, man. What else here? It says here, AI has been contentious topic in the gaming world, with various stance on the technology. Take-Two Strauss Zelnick stood by AI, stating that the technology would not lead to job losses, but rather result in significant increase in employment opportunities. I wonder how he feels now, about this AI stuff. Anyway, what else we got? See if I can put something out here. Gotta keep going. What's this? Platinum Games hiring for a new online action game as a part of live service. More projects in the work beside Ninja Gaiden 4. Okay, what do we got? It says here, Platinum Games need no introduction to those familiar with Japanese action games. Famous for its work on titles like Metal Gear Rising Reverence, Bayonetta, and more, team is currently leading the next major Ninja Gaiden titles. Moreover, Platinum Games seems to be working on multiple projects at the moment, and we have spotted job listing for game designer, which stated that an online action game is in the works at the studio. And why it matters, the team is traditionally known for its single-player titles, but this focus has shifted in recent years. Desired skills: experience working on online action game development, experience in level design for online or open field games, image editing in Photoshop, communication skill using image. And yeah, it says here, according to the desired skill section in the job listing, the team is seeking to hire someone with experience in online action games. This is a part of the emphasis twice, particularly confirming that this is an online service, online live service title. Alright, keep moving here. What else we got? Let's see, what's this? Ex-Sweet Baby employee says Doom Dark Ages feel like a step down from previous titles. Says here, the Doom the Dark Ages is one of the most anticipated upcoming titles of the year. While early previews have all been very positive, calling it peak modern day gaming for the series. One preview labeled the title a step down the previous entry. A former Sweet Baby Inc. employee in their preview for Doom the Dark Ages say that the title doesn't stack up to modern release and feel like an Xbox 360 title in a negative way. Why it matters: this is the only preview that called the game underwhelming, where all the rest praise it for brilliant visuals excellent gameplay. And what it says here, Kazuma Hashimoto, who previously worked with Sweet Baby as a narrative designer consultant, they got hands-on with the game and doesn't seem to be too impressed with it. He says the entry strips everything that made Doom great. And yeah, what he said that Doom: The Dark Ages doesn't borrow the fast-paced, blood-pumping combat with strong metal music from the previous game. Instead, it feels sluggish and resembles a cheap copy of an action game. Okay. Anyway, let me keep going here. Uh-oh. StarCraft 3. Blizzard reportedly teaming up with Nexon for StarCraft game. No, Blizzard reportedly teaming up with Nexon for the next StarCraft game. And what do we got here? Says here, StarCraft is one of the biggest forgotten IPs from Blizzard. Blizzard that hasn't seen the lights of day since 2017, and that too in the form of a remaster. Since then, rumors about a new title have been swirling over the internet, but without any confirmation. According to a new report, Nexon has been chosen as the negotiating partner for StarCraft IP after winning against various other major Korean companies in a bidding war. Why it matters, Blizzard seemed to be finally going back to StarCraft IP, but this time it isn't handling all of the development itself. Instead, it's partnering with Nexon for it. And what do we got here? What they say here? As reported by Money Trading Broadcast, Nexon has been chosen as a partner for a StarCraft game and has also gotten the distribution rights to Overwatch Mobile in Korea and the Japanese region. MNT reported that the bidding had been going on since Q4 last year for major Korean companies to partner on the future project. Nexon had to face other major companies like NC and Netmarble for the rights. And yeah. And so it says here, StarCraft's whole nostalgic value is influencing the Korean market, therefore driving interest from the big names. However, Nexon hasn't worked on a similar title before, so it will be interesting to see what approach it takes. Nonetheless, it's a good sign for fans of desperately wanting a new StarCraft. While it may be very far at the point at release, we will be getting a new title, but whether it remains an RTS and takes a different approach will be seen. Alright, what else we got? Yeah. Gotta put you in the loop. Now, let me see what I can find on, what's this? Gaming on Linux. What does he have? Oh, yeah. Oops. Yeah, man. Let's see what I got here. Gaming on Linux. What you got? Got anything? Anything? Something? Okay, what do you got here? Let's see, Humble Bundle. Yeah, gotta put something out, man. Gotta put something. Gotta put something out, man. Just got to do it. Yeah. Gotta put something out. Let's see here. What do we got? XCOM Complete Humble Bundle is an awesome deal. And let's see here. What do Humble got? They got that. They got, let's see, they got the whole XCOM tool. They got Steamdeck verified XCOM, declassified, Steamdeck playable XCOM, Chimera Squad. For native Linux, you got War of the Chosen, Shen Last Gift, Alien Hunters, War of the Chosen, Tactical Legendary Pack, Resistant Warrior Pack, Anarchy Children's. Then you have XCOM Unknown, XCOM Enemy Unknown. You have Enemy Within and Enemy Unknown, and then you got Enforcer, and then you have the Apocalypse UFO, and then yeah, and these are all Proton DB Platinum, Silver, and Gold. Yeah, Humble. What else we got here? Gotta keep moving here. Yeah, got to be quick. Infinity Nikki and Steam works on Steamdeck, but situation is odd and anti-cheat blocks Linux desktop. So Infinity Nikki has now launched it on Steam to take away your more of your time. It works on Steamdeck with Proton, but the anti-cheat is blocking it. Working on desktop Linux, the developer previously confirmed to Gaming on Linux that it would work on the Steamdeck. And then it says, yeah, unfortunately, though, as I expected to be the case, we're again seeing a split platform between the two decks with Valve SteamOS Linux and desktop Linux. This is due to anti-cheat expert after Ace being used, which has some sort of device whitelist for the Steamdeck running SteamOS specifically. This is the same thing that happened with Delta Force and Mecha Break. You can see more Linux and Steamdeck compatibility on our dedicated anti-cheat page. And then it says on Linux, desktop Linux, you can get launcher to appear, but the game itself will not load once you hit start the game button, and it just quits to your Steamdeck library. Yeah, what else says here? For the Steamdeck LCD, which I tried first, the game will load up instantly and skip the launcher, and you'll be able to get in the game with the latest Proton 9.0. So at least on the LCD you can play. Preference doesn't seem very good though, below 30 FPS with all many details. Annoyingly, the game will not launch on my Steamdeck OLED. It just throws up an error about the driver could not be loaded. I've tried repeat runs every time it works on my Steamdeck LCD, but not the Steamdeck OLED. Well, that 64 gig model paying off though. That's what I would say about this. Yeah, Infinity Nikki, where to get it? Steam and the official website. Yeah. Let's see here. Says here, frustrating anti-cheat expert. Ace is a real nuisance, and with more games being used, begin to use it, since it works on one system for me and not the other, despite them both being a Steam Deck. Seems I am not the only one, as player noted on the Steam forum. They're seeing a similar problem between the LCD and OLED models. Yeah, that Steam Deck 64. I'm glad I went for the 64 gig model. I'm glad. That's what I say. Anyway, let me keep going here. I'm glad I went for it. Yeah. Anyway, what else we got? Dun, 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 dun. Okay, let's see. What else we got? What else we got? What's this? What's this? Oh yeah. So what do we got? So they drink some water. Delta Force devs say desktop Linux support is not part of our agenda in the future. Says here, for anyone hoping to play Delta Force on Linux, the developer team Jade has given a pretty clear no. That's despite it's working on the Steam Deck due to anti-cheat they've used. Much like a few other games, including recent Steam launch Infinity Nikki, it's using an anti-cheat Expert Ace, which developer can activate some sort of device whitelist to allow the Steam Deck with SteamOS. Writing on Reddit in reply to a user question about Linux, the game director Shadow Go answered, says, "We appreciate the love from the Linux users, but unfortunately support for Linux desktop is not part of our agenda in the future. Without a Windows PC, you can still enjoy Delta Force on mobile and Google Play on PC. Thank you again." Alright. Keep moving. What else do we have? Multiple Star Wars classic joins GOG preservation. What they got? This is your Star Wars Dark Forces, Star Wars X-Wing Special Edition, Star Wars TIE Fighter Special Edition, Battlefront Classic 2004, Rebel Assault 1 and 2, GOG preservation. Yeah. Alright. What else we got? Let's see here. Metal platformer Voivod, the nuclear warrior from Cosmonger, now on Kickstarter and smashes the funding goal. How much did they raise here? It says it already smashed the original $17,500 crowdfunding, and then it says here developer says they are working closely with the band to supervise the entire creative process, ensuring every aspect of the game stay true to the band's deep and intricate lore, which includes the visual design to the soundtrack gameplay elements. The band is deeply involved in shaping the experience to be an authentic tribute to their legacy. Alright, let's see here. So this is what they got: a fast-paced running gun combat, Metroidvania style exploration, Voivod inspired boss fights, a retro pixel art aesthetic, a unique Voivodiana soundtrack. And where to get this game? Steam, Voivod the Nuclear Warrior. Alright. Gotta keep pushing here. Push through. Oh, retro Disney themed shooter Mouse PI for hire looks awesome in the latest trailer. Let's see here. Mouse PI. Got clean D automatic turpentine cleanser, cool D steam applier, Mind D self-aware attitude changer, iconic style customized power-ups, fast-paced action, a city of danger, solve mysteries. Mouse PI for hire. Official link where to get it: Steam. Alright. Oh yeah. Star Fox SQ 3D shooter X Zodiac gets a major update and a new level. And let's see, what did they get here? You get a retro, colorful, low poly visual style. 11 main levels and 6 bonus levels currently. More than 12 will be available after the full release. Major bosses at the end of each level to explore, to pilot by a member of the Zodiac. A 16-bit style soundtrack by Tech, combining FM and waveable synthesis, barrel rolls. It has native Linux support and Valve rated Steam Deck playable. X Zodiac released July 21st, 2022. That means it's out now. So where to get it? Steam. Okay. keep moving. Okay, I think I did this already. Gotta survive. Okay, I took care of this already. Gotta survive. Okay. Got three more games. Got three more games and we're done. Passport Fortress turned Team Fortress 2 into a competitive basketball alike, and it's coming to Steam. Oh hey, a new Team Fortress 2 mod that's coming to Steam, and it sounds a lot of fun. Pass Fortress is one to watch. Technically not a new mod, actually, as the Steam page notes. It was originally conceived by 4v4 Pass Time Community in 2018, but it's now coming a full-fledged realized in a standalone mod. And this is a competitive basketball-like mod for Team Fortress 2. Does sound quite amusing, with four versus four matches. Only projectile weapons are allowed. Team classes are restricted. Two down to 3 soldiers, 1 medic, and 1 demoman. Anyway, and yeah, where to get this Pass Fortress? Steam, because the game's standalone features polish to the original pastime game mods, fast-paced mode with endless skill expression, extend customization to allow you to configure more in games, rich selection of the community, create maps that have been worked on since 2018. Alright, keep moving. Let's see, Pass Fortress turned, wait a minute, I already did that already. World of Goo 2 is out now on Steam and GOG. A great pickup for puzzle game fans. So let's see, World of Goo. And what do you get? Steam release arrived with 3 new extreme difficulty level challenge, over 30 extra fabulous achievements, acclaimed audio with nearly 2 hours of music performed by over 50 musicians from the World of Goo community, a brand new action menu never before includes a 2D Boy or Tomorrow Corporation game, bug fixes, and general improvements. Yeah, World of Goo was released April 25th, 2025. Where to get it? GOG, Humble Store, Steam. Yeah, and that should do it. So you guys, you're good. News, deals, games, update, the usual. So yeah, to keep you guys in the loop and keep you up to date and keep you informed, gaming wise, so much news going on. But you know, put out as much as I could. Just keep you up to date. But hope you guys enjoyed the video too. Anyway, nice talking to you people again. Chris, still Star Wars, Star Trek thing, board, dark side. Go. Peace. Oh.